Red Sox starting pitcher Josh Beckett was placed on waivers on Thursday. It's very unlikely that he'll be claimed, which is the purpose of the waiver system, as Beckett is owed another $31.5 million in 2013 and 2014 combined before his contract runs out. Beckett hasn't pitched. If they put him on waivers this way last August, he would have been claimed immediately, even with that amount of money, as he was pitching fantastically at the time. But things have changed in a year, with his velocity dropping, his back giving him some more issues than it did in 2011, and homers as a result, as they tend to do when Beckett has back issues, coming more often. There's been a lot of rumors about the clubhouse and Beckett's part in making it a negative place, but it's hard to tell what's conjecture and what's truth and what is actually affecting the performance of the Red Sox on the field. So we're going to ignore that just for a bit, but we're going to talk instead about whether or not Beckett's going to be traded. Now, he won't be claimed, as the Red Sox could just pull away from that and allow the team to be stuck with everything. Beckett for the rest of this year, Beckett in the next 2 years, and all the money that comes with it. But if he clears waivers, and he will he be traded this month before the season ends, because he's allowed to be traded at any time. He just won't be able to go on a playoff roster if he's dealt after August 31st. The Texas Rangers had an interest in Beckett earlier at the trade deadline, and now with Colby Lewis and Neftali Feliz out for the rest of this year and most of, if not all of 2013 while they recover from Tommy John surgery, Beckett has a place on that roster if they're willing to take a risk. He's a Texas guy, first of all. If they think a change of scenery might be what he needs, and if they think that their pitching coach can do better work than what Boston has been able to do. That last part wouldn't even be that much hubris, because Mike Maddox is a fantastic pitching coach that Boston actually tried to lure to the Red Sox this past offseason. Beckett also isn't necessarily done as a Red Sox. He was just like this in 2010 with the back problems and the inconsistencies, but then he turned things around in 2011 when his back was feeling fine. So even if the even odd Beckett years thing isn't necessarily some kind of karmic thing that you have to be afraid of, if he's only healthy every other year, then maybe there's something to it. There have been pitchers like this. Brett Saberhagen was a guy in the 80s who was kind of like that, where one year he'd feel good and the next year his body would kind of give out on him, partially because of maybe the healthy effort from the year before. It's tough to know if that's just who Beckett is, and it's kind of expensive to bet on him, whether you're the Red Sox or you're another team that could acquire him. But there's still the possibility that it can be moved either now or this offseason. Chances are better that it'll be in the offseason if it's going to be at all, but it all depends on how desperate someone gets in the next week plus.